I immediately knew that I wanted this logo to be way less chaotic than my last. My last logo was just way too chaotic, and it just did not work. I ended up going with the classic tool makes up the letters design. I felt like it really fit the design of what I was going for. After I got done with the basic shape of the hammer, which I later revised, I got to work making sure that the letters didn't have any unwanted curves, bumps, or divots. Yes, I know, there was probably a way easier way to do this, but apparently I decided to do it the hard way. I spent an embarrassingly long time working on the hammer, making sure that everything was perfect. The amount of times I drew a line, erased that line, and then drew it again was absurd. But then I realized that I was a bit of a fool because there's actually a shapes tool to make your life so much easier. I even used it on a previous part of the video, but I didn't think about it here for so long. There were so many times in this video where I probably should have just used the shapes tool, but no, I had to do it the extra hard way and draw everything. And if I would have just done the shapes tool in the first place, everything would have been so much easier. The back of the hammer needed a little bit of work. It was a little bit too small, so I went back and I made it a little bit longer. I am a perfectionist, and I spent so much time on just the simplest, tiniest details that nobody's going to see because it's a logo. It's gonna be so small. Nobody is ever gonna look at it this close except for me. Like, nobody's gonna care if there's a pixel wrong, but I thought that I had to get every single pixel right. Which is why it took me so long to make this logo. Now, finally, here comes the fire. I was really nervous about this part. Out of all of the things, it's probably my least favorite thing to draw. But of course, all three of my channels all have fire in them. Why did I do this to myself? Speaking of which, I just released my first video of Hot-Headed Bookends, which is a podcast with my oldest brother, where we talk about different generational stereotypes, because he is a millennial and I am Gen Alpha, Gen Z, and we are 20 years apart. We are from the same parents, and it's gonna be a really fun series, and I'm really excited to see what you guys think. I then got to work adding a few stray ambers. By a few, I mean actually a lot, which ended up also being way more difficult than I thought it was going to be. But hey, you live and you learn, right? I then added some smaller ambers, just kind of floating around it. And this is my least favorite part about trying to make fire. The inside. I just don't know how to make it good. I spent hours on just the fire alone. After several attempts, I finally got a couple of orange blobby fire shapes that I was semi-happy with. I then added some beige-ish color to the center because I think it looks slightly better than just plain old white. I then used the puppet warp tool to kind of give the illusion of more fiery fire, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I am in no means a professional at this. If you have any tips for me, please comment them down below. I need it. So I asked my family for feedback, and they gave some very good feedback. Thank you, family. And so I got to work finishing up the logo. And even though I recorded it, for some weird reason, the footage just isn't there. And I have no idea what happened to it. So, here's the finished product.